Baseball looking for a spot in the championship round, taking on top-seeded Rider once again. It's a rematch of Siena's first game in this year's tournament. Of course, Rider took that decision. Windy day here in Trenton, but it could be worse. Rain the first 2 days, forcing Siena to play this game 4 hours later than what was scheduled. Doesn't stop all of the fun of this tournament. Chase and Derby a staple for the Trenton Thunder, enjoying the rare sunshine. Siena looking for some fun as well. A win puts them in the championship round for the third time in the last 6 years. Last time they won this tournament, they actually came out of the losers bracket. They'd have to do the same thing again, but one game at a time. And this one was in the hands of Eddie Lewicki, but he and the Saints would struggle early. Bottom second, Greg Fazio lifts one the other way for extra bases. Tying run scores in the second. Fazio ends up with a triple. Same inning, grounder to Brian Fay. Play is at home, but he fires it over to first, pulls Citro off the bag. Second error of the inning for Fay, and the go-ahead run scores. Lewicki would finally get out of the inning with a strikeout here. Saints down 2. Fourth inning now. Bronx trying to extend their lead, and they would. Ian Lindsay singles to center. Runner scores to make it 4-1. Siena now down by 6, and it looks bleak for the Saints, but they have to fight back. Tyler Martis, who's been a huge surprise in this tournament, singles into left center field, scoring 1. Saints down 7-2. Continuing to chip away in the 6th. Brian Fay trying to make up for all his errors. Through the right side, 7-3 Rider. Next inning, Vinny Citro with a walk. He was on base 5 times today. The Rider coach goes out to talk to Mike Murphy. Bases loaded, but he leaves them in. Andres Ortiz, the hitter representing the tying run. And so much for chipping away. Back, and it's out of here. A grand slam to tie up the game. Siena's come all the way back down from 7-1 to tie the game. Ortiz's second homer in as many games. He had 2 the entire regular season. But Siena would face adversity again. This is how Rider gets the lead back. RBI ground out by Justin Thomas, and the Bronx go up 8-7. But besides that, Neil Fryer was terrific. 8th inning to give his team a chance, gets a fly out to Fish, and Siena goes into the 9th down by a run. Coach Rossi giving his team a little pep talk down to their final 3 outs of the season. And it becomes a matchup between Siena and Vinny ALO for Siena's season. How's this for deja vu? Citro draws a walk to give the Saints a pulse. And look who's coming up. Andres Ortiz, the hero earlier in the game, walks up to the plate to try and play it again. But he bunts it. Citro over to second, the second out of the inning. Siena down to their final out. Player of the Year, Mike Fish, 12 homers to lead the conference, near the top in every offensive category, but would not get the chance to win it. They intentionally walk him to get to Larry Balkwell.
Yeah, absolutely. I was nervous, but I just took a deep breath before I stepped in, cleared my head, and tried to find a good pitch that I could hit. And luckily, he threw me a curveball. It was up in the zone, and I just put a good swing on it.
In maybe his final collegiate at-bat, maybe not. Base hit, left field, tying run scores, and with 2 outs in the 9th, Siena ties it up. They try for the go-ahead run right behind Citro, but Fish is thrown out, and we're going to the bottom of the 9th. What more can you say about Neil Fryer? 9th inning, Rider at the shot for a walk-off, but once again a harmless fly ball to Fish in center, and we're going to extras. In that 10th inning, Brian Fay once again leadoff double. That's a good way to start off extras. He represents the go-ahead run. Very next batter, John Rooney, struggled in the beginning of the year, but this makes up for everything. Base hit, go-ahead run scores, and Siena up 9-8. Not done. Next batter, Mike Allen. He doubles Rooney home. Siena has all the momentum. They're up 10-8. They would add another run and take a 3-run lead into the bottom of the frame.
I was running straight on a general there at the end. The past 2 summers in summer ball, I started the entire year, so it's not something foreign to me. I just was looking to go out there and keep us in the games.
Fryer comes out again. Siena's all-time saves leader, now pitching for the win. First 2 batters would reach base, though, bringing the tying run up with nobody out. Well, here's the first out. Strike 3 called, and it looks like that relaxed him a little bit. All he needed was to take a deep breath. Gets James Locklear to pop up, and now Siena is 1 out away from a championship appearance. The fans who made the trek can feel it. One more out to go. Mike Parsons at the plate, and Fryer gets it done. Parsons pops up. Allen goes back, and the ball game is over, and let the celebration begin. The Saints come within 1 out of getting eliminated, but will now move on to the championship game, where they will meet Canisius. They need to win 2. First game starts at 12 noon.
Well, I mean, obviously, we got in a hole early, and we actually did not play well in the first few innings. We talked, got the guys together and said, hey, long ball game. This was at about the 5th inning, and anything can happen in a ball game if you keep plugging, stay focused, and work hard. That's what they did.